Sophia. So I'm going to say peace, as I always say, peace to Sophia, because that's how I like to greet my sisters. And also, I have to start off with greetings from my publisher, Milton Alamati.
Oh, okay.
Yes, he says hello to you.
He's down in Star,
yes. Black Star
He's
yes.
telling my son hello.
Definitely. He's down in DC now doing his teaching assignment. And also, I think you might know another one of my publishers that I work with, Aziz Atta-Mensah from the Network Journal.
Wonderful.
He says greetings also.
Please
So,
extend my greetings.
definitely.
Wonderful.
We're all family.
Yeah, isn't it?
Okay. Now, first thing I wanted to ask you came from Milton. It's a question that's regarding this premise from the New York Times that that the administration doesn't seem to have enough African Americans in high-level, significant positions in the administration. What's your response?
Sure. Well, I would say, as the mayor has mentioned, that he seeks to ensure that city government reflects what the city of New York looks like. And I know that ongoing hire is happening, and I know that the mayor is committed to make sure that there's excellence at every level of government, and I believe he'll continue to do so.
And then also from Milton, it's ironic that with your appointment, particularly with what's going on nationally with the Trump administration, and that he's targeted the implementation of DEI and equity programs. What's your response to that, and how do you see your position as doing something similar to what Maynard Jackson in Atlanta did and what Marion Barry in Washington, D.C. did?
Sure. So I think I should take a step back and start with how this was created, right? In 2022, New Yorkers went to the ballot and overwhelmingly voted in support of a charter amendment so that there would be the creation of this Office of Equity and Racial Justice, with an understanding that we needed to be able to have city government meet people where they were at so that we were administering services in the best way possible. And so New Yorkers have spoken. Mayor Mamdani has said that he wants to ensure that equity plans are out within the first 100 days, and that will be a priority. And so I would say part of this is meeting the demands of New Yorkers who understand that having disparate treatment of people in different communities does not help make this city the amazing global city that it is. So we need to ensure that the power of government meets the moment, and most importantly meets the obligation to help ensure that the day-to-day material conditions of people are in dignity.
Now, your background as a community organizer and also your work with community change and with the Urban Justice Center. How's that made your transition, into politics, particularly with the Mamdani administration?
So, as you mentioned, I come with an organizer's mindset to both politics and to government, both hearing people and what they're asking for and working together with others to move that forward. So I see no as a temporary pit stop on the way to yes.
Now, this question is for me.
Sure.
How you, as being a conscious Black woman, an African woman, how have your experiences helped you to prepare yourself for this position right now?
So I think that it will be an evolution of meeting the moment, but I would say that I am lucky to be in deep friendship circles, as we call sister circles, with dynamic women across this city who continue to support and say and lift me up in ways of saying we have to do this. I'm lucky to be a part of an administration who has said that issues of equity, pay equity, gender equity, racial equity, of justice are part of making sure that the affordability agenda is real and tangible. And as you said, my life experiences have been ones where I'm blessed to have a supportive family, but understanding that so many things can move people into chaos, whether it be issues of inequity in housing, not being able to access health care. As a Black woman, we know that there's a maternal health crisis, and so all of these issues help to shape my worldview, and also help to let me know that the first thing that we have to do is hear directly from impacted people who will be very clear about the hurdles that are impacting their lives, and that this role allows us to show that those hurdles are not because of people or communities being less than, that there are structural hurdles that city has an obligation to move so that people can live in the fullness of their ability.
Gotcha. Now, can you talk a little bit more about the preliminary citywide racial equity plan and how its formation and implementation will come about?
Sure. So first I have to give credit to my predecessor, Sadea Sherman, and the team who worked really hard to get the ball rolling with the creation of this office in 2023. And at my appointment announcement, the mayor made clear that within the first 100 days of his administration that the plan will be issued. And that's just the first step, right? There's issuance of the plan, then there's feedback from communities, and then a final plan. And then I would say most importantly, implementation, so that all of the wheels of government are moving forward to an affordability agenda, to equity, and to making sure that New Yorkers can fully live in dignity. So it is a process. It is not going to be easy, but as the mayor continues to say, we do big things because this is a great city where it's expected.
Sure. And also, do you plan to have engagement with the community, doing that outreach, getting out there, not only so that people can hear you and see you, but so they can feel you as well?
Absolutely, and I see that as part of what my role would be, but also CORE, which is an office that was also created by the Charter Amendment. Part and parcel of what their mandate is to solicit that community input and feedback. But as I started, it has to be based on the information and feedback from directly impacted individuals and communities, so that we're making sure that all of the amazing agencies within city government are meeting people where they are.
Sure. This last question I have, I always ask of all the people I interview, what message do you have for young people, particularly young people who want to be an organizer, want to go into politics, want to go into business? Just what message do you have for young people in general?
So first I would have to quote my dad, be in school, study, all those good things, and most importantly, do not hesitate to think big, bold things. When the mayor was first running, he stayed true to his goals and vision and was clear about the issues that he knew was impacting people, even when some folks weren't initial believers. And so I would say continue to work hard, believe in yourself, stay grounded in what you know true, respect yourself and read your history, and you'll know that anything is possible.
All right. Yeah, thank you.
Thank you
Appreciate
so much.
the time.
Always.
Black Star News definitely looks forward to working with you a lot.
I would love to. I'd love to get some ongoing. So please.
Sure. Thank you.
Thank you so much for coming out on the call to make it time for me today.
Thank you, my sister. Thank you.
Thank you so much.
Alexis.
These were great
Appreciate you.
questions.
Appreciate you.
Thank you.
Oh, we'll definitely talk.